Herman Mashaba was born into a poor family and struggled so much to cope with the high economic pressure in South Africa. He determined to achieve academic excellence, but unfortunately, he dropped out of college. He went on to found a multi-million-dollar company in a time where it was nearly impossible for a black South African to be successful in business. His journey from absolute poverty to extreme success makes his story very inspiring. Stay tuned for another African success story. Welcome to African Dream Motivation. Herman Philip Mashaba is a South African born to a poor family on 26 August 1959. When he was 2 years old, his father died and his poor mother had to work rigorously hard to put food on their table. His mother wasn't always around since she worked as a domestic worker who took several jobs at a time to make ends meet. She worked mostly as a nanny and a cleaner in wealthy white homes in Johannesburg. Herman Mashaba was brought up in poverty by his poor sister, while his mother worked hard to provide for the family. His older brother dropped out of school at the age of 15, moving from one job to the other. Young Mashaba realized that the only way for him to escape the bad omen of poverty was to gradually make it through education. With this in mind, he didn't take school lightly. He was greatly inspired by his grandfather, who always insisted on him working hard to be independent, and he believed education could get him there. He kept pushing himself to achieve academic excellence and graduated from high school, but unfortunately, he couldn't complete his tertiary education. From a very young age, he was a strategic thinker and was indeed very smart. He worked hard from one selling job to the other, establishing himself as a master salesman. In 1978, Mashaba attended a beauty pageant in Kekana High School. After the program, Connie, a pupil of the high school, won the beauty pageant. Mashaba was stunned by her beauty and smartness and kept in touch. They started dating when Mashaba was at the University of Teflo in 1979. After 2 years of dating, they got married, and ever since they've been together happily. As of the year of their marriage, Mashaba was 22 years old, while Connie was 20. He started selling African hair products known as Super Curl and became their #1 earner. After working for the company and earning so much, he became very interested in hair products and wanted independence in his business. He later on decided to quit selling for them and start his own business. In the early 1990s, life as a black person in South Africa was very challenging. The laws and the systems were made in such a way that it privileges mostly whites, and the black community was left in despair. The injustice of the apartheid government caused the death of Herman's brother, who had an accident and was denied health care because the nearest hospital was for whites only. For Herman's dream of starting a business to compete with the whites, he was asking for trouble. Many startups owned by black people ended up collapsing, but Mashaba's determination was very strong. During these difficult times, he had a loving wife who stood by him through it all. He persevered and worked hard until his dream business gradually found its roots. On Valentine's Day 1985, he started his company, Black Like Me, with 30,000 rands, equivalent to $1,742.10, which was a loan from a friend. Black Like Me became a household name, and it was recognized as one of the biggest hair brands in the country. He was now a millionaire and famous for turning his life around. On 27th of August 2016, he was elected mayor of Johannesburg, and his performance was outstanding. After 3 years of transformational contribution to Johannesburg, he announced his resignation. He resigned on 21st October 2019 and briefly left the political scene. His political aspirations were still hanging around his neck, and he yearned to help the people of South Africa however he could. He created a medium through which the ordinary South African can interact with him on social and civil issues. He named the medium the People's Dialogue. It was launched on 6th December 2019 and closed on 29th February 2020. On 29th August 2020, he launched his own political party, Action SA, with ideologies he believed would take South Africa to the next level. He didn't allow the harsh conditions and fear of failing to stop him from starting his dream business. While growing up, he knew the situation at home, so he set himself apart and persevered through the difficulties to reach greater heights. The journey to success is not straightforward. At times, you will work so hard and still fail. But if you will be able to persevere and move beyond the failure, you will be among the few who will stand tall in the end. What's your situation now? If you don't like it, make a move now to change it. If Mashaba could do it, you also can. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, kindly like, subscribe, and click on the notification button so that you don't miss any video we upload.